The back and forth has got me so messed up. Don't ignore the signs we've had enough.
What's up fam, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. And yes, I've been cleaning, and there's nothing as good as when you wake up in the morning, when I'm watering my plants and then I see my plants prospering. You know, when you water something, definitely it grows. Let me show you what I mean by that. Yes, that plant right there. I remember the time it was on my balcony and then it was really dying, and then we just brought it in. My sister was around, I think that time, I think last December, and I imagine we prayed for this plant. Yes, like we did pray for it before my sister went back to school. Then I think reason when she came, she was like, oh my god, this plant is doing good. Yes, prayers do work, by the way. And I think that when you take care of something, it usually blossom. And this plant right now, it's just glowing, like it keeps, you know, bringing out new branches. Is that the word? Yeah, every time I wake up to this, when I say new branches coming up, is this baby right here. I always feel so good because it shows that it's growing and it's reacting to how I take care of it. On Saturday, that's when I get to water my plants, which I'm going to do right now. I've been watering every Saturday, and I feel like some of them have enough water, so I won't water, like I won't put a lot of water. So I think when you have plants in your house, you just need to know, especially natural plants like this one, I mean not plastic plants, yeah, but you need to just monitor them well and know which plant needs what, like how much water do they need. And there's an app, by the way, which I'm going to put right here, this side or this side, yeah, so that you can see that name of that app. You can go check it out, download it on your phone. Maybe you can scan your plants and know which plant that particular plant is, and it will also show you different things on how you can take care of that particular plant, like on how many times you need to water it, how many times, like how much sunlight does it need. This video I'm going to talk a lot and just keep you informed about different things. And yeah, I think you've seen the title. So I finished cleaning everything in my house, and I feel so good. I feel so fresh right now. Even showered, and the house is smelling good. You know that feeling when you're done cleaning and you know, you just know that everything is clean. Yeah, so that's the feeling I'm having right now. So I'm here just trying to make myself presentable so that I can keep talking to you guys. Oh, by the way, I made my hair yesterday, and these are some of the things that you can do to save money. And I think the whole, let me see you can see the back. I don't know if you can see it well, but that's the back. That's how it's looking like. I can't see myself on the screen, but maybe you can see. Yeah, that's the back. So I did this yesterday night when I was watching a series, and I was able to finish it before going to bed. And yeah, so that's one of the ways that, of course, yes, that's one of the ways that I've been trying to save money, like the whole of 2020. Let me just reduce the lighting here. Good people, yes, so I was really struggling with the lighting on my bathroom. Like the sun kept on going on and off, so I even left, like I just stopped shooting, came, had lunch, I even finished my makeup and even added some stuff to my hair. So yeah, so that's that. First of all, even before I come to these books, maybe you're watching this and you're wondering what's wrong, why am I talking about my goal, what's wrong with Christine, blah blah blah. So the reason why I'm doing this is because it's media. So it's like my goal review, like I'm kind of, you know, checking on what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong. So yeah, so it's media. And in the beginning of the year, I came up with a vision board, and I wrote a couple of things that I wanted to do. And some of them I'm doing okay, some of them I'm struggling. If you're watching this, I don't know where you're at, but I think it's time for you to just check on the things that maybe you need to change your way of approaching them. Like, I don't know, yeah. So you're seeing all this book right here. I've read actually all of them other than one, which is this, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And in the beginning of the year, as I've said, I came up with a vision board. On my reading part, I was supposed to read 13 books within the year. Like I was supposed to read 13 books within 12 months. It's June and I'm actually on the 4th book. I am doing badly, like seriously, I'm doing badly. Maybe if you're watching this and you have ways on how someone can improve on their reading, kindly help, because there's a time I used to do morning before getting into anything. After gym, I come and then read for like an hour, and then I don't know what's wrong with me when it comes to reading, but I enjoy reading when I'm reading, but just taking that book and sitting and reading is just a problem. Like I would rather watch a series than read, you know. And yeah, this is something that I need to change, like, you know, my approach on it. So I'm hoping, there's someone who once told me that there's no point of hoping if you can actually plan for something. You'll avoid hoping. So instead of me hoping that I'll be able to read 13 books by the end of the year, I need to start planning on how I'm going to read these books. So anyway, I want to talk to you about one of my goals, which was getting fit and eating healthy, and one of them that I've really stuck to is working out. And even the workout that I'm just from doing, it's one of the toughest workouts that I've been doing, and it's my Monday workout. I hate my Monday workouts for some reason, because it's a full body workout and I get to do a lot of things at the same time. And yeah, so there are things that I do at the gym that I'm not like crazy, like I love, but I have to do because I'm the one who decided to do it. And something else that I also discovered, that when I came to the gym, I started doing very tiny, like carrying less heavier, what do you call those things? Plates, yes. Yeah, I used to carry less heavier plates, but these days I'm carrying more heavier stuff when I'm doing barbell squats, which again, you guys can see, and there's much improvement. When I came, I used to do, I think, 15 kgs each, so that was 30, but right now I'm doing almost 60, I don't know, yeah, maybe 60 kgs, so that's 30 on each side. So yeah, so there's progress, and I enjoy my workouts. So something else that I started doing at the gym, which many people have been asking me about, is headstand. And there's someone who's asked me about, like, does it help with burning fat? Does it help with getting big ass? I mean, when I started doing the headstand, it wasn't because of all those things that this person was asking me, but I started doing my headstand because I wanted to go and take a nice picture at the beach doing headstand. You see, like on the sand, with the background being water. Yes. And these days it's just about to play some music, so it means I'm gonna stop, but there's so many benefits of headstand as well. And I started from the wall, and nowadays I can do it from, like the video that you're going to see right now. So yeah, so about fitness, I've been doing great and I'm glad, but there's some areas that I'm really flopping in my life, so it's not all that smooth. Yeah.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry,
so,
but
as you see, guys,
these
headstands are things that you just get to, like, you have to practice over and over. And most of the time, like, I would not advise you to go into it straight away. You need to at least start by working your body and all that, so that you get to, have like firm arms, firm wrists, firm shoulders, like firm everything, so just don't jump into it, because you really never know what will happen. And again, I'm not a certified gym instructor, so anything that I'm telling you is just from out of my experience, from working with Sylvia and the rest of the gym instructors at our gym. So yeah, so that's it. I think we're gonna go home and then we can do something else there. But that's one of my goals that I'm I'm kind of proud of, like I've been able to do, and I'm still doing it, and I love working out. Yep. So great people, I'm in my office, and for some reason this year things have been thick in this office. Like I've cried on this desk a couple of times. I've felt like I'm not making the right decisions when it comes to business. I've felt so many times that I'm not either equipped enough, or like, you see the way you just question yourself sometimes. Yeah, so I've felt that. And the reason I'm even saying that is because on my on my vision board, of course, there are things that I wrote, like there are goals that I had for my business, like in terms of where I want it to be, how much money I was looking at making. And for the longest time I've been spending and not getting, like, making money, you get. So it gets to a point where it really gets into my head, and for real, like I'm telling you, this last couple of months it's been a struggle. When the year started, of course, I had businesses, like I had a couple of projects that I was working on, and it got somewhere there where I pitched for some job, and then I had to make a decision, which I did. And after making that decision, I felt like I didn't make the right decision, but I think there's always a reason for everything. When it got to April, things were just thick. I've been receiving a lot of regrets, by the way, and that part of me, like that side of my life, has been really on the low, like really on the low. And one thing I tell myself is, Christine, you can't quit. You cannot quit. So you have to keep pushing yourself. Like I have to keep pushing myself no matter what. But it's been hard. Like it's really tough. And coming to think of it, like when I left employment, there's some things that I wish I knew before I left employment. But I'm not saying that I'm regretting anything or anything like that, because being self-employed has been one of the best experiences ever. And I've been able to receive money that I didn't even, like I'd never received during my employment days when I was employed. So it's such a good thing, but it needs you have to be very strong. You have to be very strong to survive in self-employment. And yeah, I'm still work in progress. So that's that. So every day, sometimes I come here, you're opening your laptop, like I'm opening my laptop the way I'm looking at it right now, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get like a good message, like something, like a new project. And then when you check your mail, what you see is that, oh, we are sorry, but anyway, I thank God for all that I've been able to do, and there are still some things that are working, yes. But if there's one thing that I've learned in my life that I'll definitely share with you, is that when things look like they're thick, when things look like they're not moving, when you feel like you're stagnant, I think that's when you need to keep on holding to whatever you're doing and just keep on pushing and just push yourself. Because if you don't push yourself, there's no one who's coming to push you. So yeah, so one thing I've learned is that you keep pushing yourself, because something will come out, like at the end of it all, at the end of all this, struggle, at the end of all this chaos. Because I'm sure it's not just Christine who's struggling in business, but I've been talking to my friends who are running different businesses. They're also like experiencing the same thing, and we have to be strong. You have to be strong. Like I have to be strong. I tell myself that. So areas that I can excel, areas that are working out for me in my life, I try to focus on those areas and just perfect everything, like try and give it my all. And another thing that I can say during this period that business has been so low, I've been able to, at least I started learning Spanish, which is a good thing, and it was on my vision board. So I'm learning Spanish, and I'm trying to also just do things that I wasn't able to do. I'm just trying to equip myself, like learn a lot of things, like learn as much as I can during this time. And yeah, so I think that's that when it comes to my business. So even when you check on my to-do list, you'll find that I still do the 3 things that I'm supposed to do. And I thank God for YouTube channel. I thank God for this channel, because I've not been idle. When you're idle, like you tend to feel sorry for yourself a lot, like when you don't have anything to do. But with my YouTube, I've been able to create content. Like I'm always thinking of what else to bring. And I'm also trying to perfect my skills when it comes to editing and all that. And yeah, so yeah. And another thing that I'm going to say now that I'm here is, during this period, I've also learned how to spend less, like in terms of not going to the things that I used to do before. And I think I even spoke about that in one of my videos in the past, things that I started doing when I got self-employed, when I became self-employed, that is. And one of the things is that I started doing my own hair. Like I'm always braiding my own hair. Like I tried, even this one I did yesterday, I think. And it's good, like it's something that, yeah, it's working for me. I'm not going to the salon this whole year, so any style that you've been seeing, they've been done by myself, like, yeah. And also things like groceries, there's so many things, like I usually just get stuff and boil them and keep them in the fridge. With my menu, it helps me, so I know I'm going to eat this and this and this. I'm going to eat fish 4 times in a month, I'm going to eat chicken 4 times in a month, I'm going to eat beans 4 times in a month. So it helps me a lot when it comes to shopping, and just knowing that this is the amount I'm going to spend. So same as the gym, when I'm going to the gym, I know that I'll need this particular money for the gym, so I put it aside. I'm going to need transport. So just working like that has helped me. So as much as, and also paying rent in advance, that's another thing. Like if you're able to pay your rent, especially if you're living in a house that you're renting, you have to like just try and pay your rent in advance, like maybe 3 months, 4 months if you can. And yeah, some people say that it's not the best thing to do, but when you're self-employed and you're not sure where money is going to come from next time, I think that's one of the best way to live. So you're able to plan ahead. So as much as there's no project coming this month, but I know that when it comes to my house rent and even shopping, even buy things in bulk, that's another thing. Like just try and buy things in bulk, and yeah, you'll be sorted. Like you'll be able to still live your kind of lifestyle that you like, and yeah. So anyway, that's how things have been when it comes to business for me. Yep. For some reason, I've never shot a video on this place, like at this particular area. Like at this angle, I've shot here, yes, but not this angle that I'm doing right now, and I'm really liking it, by the way. So something else that I want to talk about is my tattoo. Yes, I remember the first time I got a tattoo was back in 2019, and the first tattoo that I got were about my core values, like the things that I believe in and things that are going to govern me as I live my life. So I wrote them over here. The picture that is popping right here, yes, those were that's my first tattoo. That's the first tattoo that I got. So this year I got my second tattoo, by the way, and it's somewhere right here. I got this tattoo. It's written fearless. Yes, this particular one here, it's fearless. And the reason why I even got it is because I felt like there was nothing happening in my life, and I do that a lot, by the way. Like when I feel like nothing is happening, like things are just like I'm stagnant, like I feel like there's nothing new, I usually create stuff. Like I try and come up with something that will excite me and something that will make me feel better. So I don't know if I'm the only one who's always doing this, or maybe someone is watching and they are always like me. Yeah, when things are not moving, I always try to find something. So maybe something to look up to, like something to look forward to every single day, a project to work on. You get like that feeling, when I'm planning for a trip, I'm always excited about a trip. That feeling when you're planning for something like that, like you're planning to travel with your friends, you're always looking forward to that particular trip until it comes to place. So that's my life. Like that's how I'm usually feeling like in my life most of the time, by the way. So when there's nothing happening, I just feel like I need to create something. There's so many things that I wrote on my vision board, but the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the healing process of a tongue piercing. Like, yeah. So I got my tongue pierced this year, and I don't know what was happening at that time, but I know I was just low at that particular time when I went for my tongue piercing, and I just wanted to be ile kuamshwa tu usikie ni kama bado uko alive. That is what was happening. So I went and got my tongue pierced. I think I even have a video of me getting my tongue pierced. Looks painful as you're watching that video. It really looks like it's something that is very, very painful. But trust me guys, it's not. My bull ring was more painful because this part, it's like a bone. And the tongue, because there's a lot of meat like on the tongue, it's very soft, so it wasn't that painful. But the healing process, my friend, it's something that I would not even advise someone to go and get it. If you love food, yes, I love food, and I stayed without food for like 7 good days. Like I wasn't eating any, like something to chew. Like I was just drinking like smoothies. I was taking yogurt, and that's the period where I took a break from gym because I'd worked out for 65 days and then took a break after those 65 days. And after that 1 week, I went back to the gym, and then of course, by the time I was starting to eat, I started eating the 7th day. And yeah, that's when now I went back to the gym. But I'm telling you, day 1 when I came back home, I got to the house. My sister was around, so my little sister was around. So I got to the house, and then I wasn't able to talk because my tongue was so swollen. Oh my god, it was so swollen. I was just like, my sister was trying to talk to me, and I was like write down on a paper. I can't talk well because my tongue was so heavy. You could not even hear. I think I was really struggling. My nerves were so painful. Like, oh my god. That is the most painful healing process I've ever experienced in my entire life. That, I think I can get as much as possible, but when it comes to piercing, I am not doing, let me not say that, because maybe I might end up going for another one, but not on my tongue, because that healing process, oh my god, my friends. anytime you're doing anything, just do it for yourself. Like, if you're feeling good about it, do it. If you think like maybe getting a tat, like tatting your entire body, like doing all this part is gonna make you feel good, go for it. Go for it, my friend. Just do things that make you feel good about yourself and make you feel happy. Yeah. So we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out your goals, like the things that you wrote in the beginning of the year or maybe last year towards the end that you wanted to achieve in 2021. Kindly just check on them and just see whatever you can do differently. And yeah, let's just build each other and make each other better people. If you've gotten here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly press on that lady popping right there and join this amazing family. And until next time, good people, kisses to you.